0. All that staring might get you buried. All that whispering's about to be history. No need for no discussion, cause I'ma keep it bustin'. If you see me in the street, you better come with the heat.
Alright, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Free Game Friday. I'm Farrell. This is BMO.
What up?
And as always, we're here to offer you free game.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on that. But notice the hat kind of rolls into the topic. That's why I'm wearing it. Love your haters, especially when it comes to entertainment, music, etc. In my opinion, this is my opinion. People who hate your product will share it more than anybody else.
Very true. Very, very, very true.
I'm like, I notice if you looking at something online and you can't stand it because it's garbage, in your opinion, you think it's just straight garbage, or you absolutely love it. It's one of the two extremes. If it's those, you're going to share it. You're going to post it on Facebook. Hey, look at this garbage shit. 50 Tyson, Ice JJ Fish.
True.
For example, when Lil Pump was making music, we was like, oh man, this is trash. People share it. Panda.
Lil Yachty.
Yes, especially that.
Lil Uzi Vert.
That little boat song. But in my opinion, I feel like, yes, people who hate or extremely love your product will share it the most. Haters more than anything else, because they want other people to also join in and laugh. So they'll share it, not realizing they're actually helping you more than anybody else, because they're getting you way more views, etc. And then they're opening you up to people who might actually like your stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, I tell people, just because you don't like my music, share it anyways, because you might share it to somebody who actually really does like my music. So just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone else doesn't like it. And that's why I'll take some people's music and share it too, because it goes both ways, you know. And I don't know. What's your opinion?
No, I agree. But to play devil's advocate, just so we don't agree, I think people that are supportive of you probably share your music more than anyone else. Nah, I'm just kidding. I agree with him. People that dislike you, especially when they dislike you personally, will go through and be your biggest support system and they don't even know it. I mean, look at Cardi B. She literally, laughed her way all the way to the bank because people that disliked her would share Bodak Yellow. They would share anything she did, anything she's in the news for. They would share everything just because they didn't like her. And that just did nothing but boost everything she was doing. It made her social media presence way more strong. So I think, yeah, people are haters, but to me, haters are fans in camouflage. They, half the time you can ask, oh, why don't you like this artist, or why don't you like this person and what they're doing, and they can't even tell you why. They just don't like it.
True. And bottom side of the hat says motivation. Probably can't see it. But to me, hate brings on more motivation. So the more they hate, the more it motivates. Yeah, it's always good when people be like, oh, I like what you're doing. I see what you're doing. It's good to get recognition, period, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. People say, oh, I see what you're doing. I like this, blah, blah, blah. Keep doing you. That is very motivating. When people don't say anything, then it's you don't really know how people feel. But then you have people that be like, oh, that shit was straight trash. And that kind of, it doesn't even make you, some people it makes them want to please that person, but at the same time, it's kind of like, fuck them.
It makes you want to prove them wrong.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you think my shit trash? All right. Bam, I'm going to hit you harder. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing because you think it's trash. But I mean, so many other people might even tell you how much they really like your music. And then you had this one person that tells you that your shit's trash. And I mean, I feel like that person will probably bother you more than anything else. But then in the long run, it actually makes you work harder. Because you, like she said, you want to prove them wrong. So
yeah, because it's no one's ever in the middle. Everyone's either on one side of the extreme. They either hate everything you do or they love everything you do. And it's like the people that love everything you do are literally just trying to see you win. They want to see you actually make it because somehow it could inspire them. But the people that hate everything you do are literally only watching to see your demise. So then when you don't actually crumble, it makes them mad. And it's like, I'm not losing sleep over you hating me, but you're losing sleep over disliking me, or
True.
disliking the music I make, or disliking the videos I make. Like, but at the end of the day, you still tuned in, you still listened, you still come around. So why even pretend to like anything in my face and
Yeah.
then turn around and just be like, oh yeah, did you hear this? This is trash. Like, especially like the first album we dropped, shout out Heartless, the first album we dropped, like there was one person that honestly gave us a lot of views just because they consistently were like, oh, this is trash, hey, come here, listen to this is trash. They can't rap, she can't sing, he can't sing, he can't rap, she can't rap. But yet a lot of people actually were like, hey, they actually sound good, I don't get what you're talking about. But it's just because that person knew all of us, that they were like, I know you're never gonna make it, so I'm just gonna talk about how bad everything is while promoting you, which is like the idea that most people don't get.
And then it's funny because, like, I think I know who you're talking about. So that person doesn't even make music, but yet they want to talk about how much better they can do. Like, they'll talk really bad about yours, right? They'll be like, "Oh, that shit was trash. You can't even rap, or you can't even sing. I'm better than you. I can do so much better than you. Wait till I do this. Wait till I get in the studio." And then this person doesn't even make music. They never ever get in the studio. I'm like, all right, I just want to see you get in the studio. I want to see you prove me wrong, since you're saying how much trash I want to see you get in the studio and do exactly what I'm doing. Like, it takes so much to actually create stuff and put your work, like, to mentally just think of stuff, write it down, find a beat or make a beat even better, get in the lab and put together a project, period. And for somebody to just be like, oh, that's just you trash, I could do so much better, and then they never do. They just like to talk.
It's like the people that speak bad about others, it's like, I want to see you go in the studio and in 1 hour actually have a full song recorded. Like, I don't care if you came with everything written and you know how you want everything to stack, how you want all your placements, how you want all your harmonies, how you want all your ad-libs and overdubs, anything. It's going to take you longer than an hour on that one song. At least if you actually care about your product, it will. If you don't care about your product, you'll go in the studio and just record something just to do it and be out. But I think people that hate on others don't necessarily see how much work and effort goes into everything that they're actually doing. Like, even just Instagram models and things like that. It's like, you guys don't realize how much effort they put in. And even it's like, and it's crazy because it's like, you're just an IG model. How are you even considering yourself this? And it's like, anybody could take pictures half naked, but then it's like, you are doing like the same pose for 20 minutes trying to get that one picture out of that same pose, which is crazy to me.
Yeah.
But it comes down to anything you do. Music, if you're an aspiring chef trying to get like your food prep together and everything and trying to sell meals to people, somebody's gonna hate, somebody's gonna talk about how bad your food is while sitting there finishing theirs. So it's like, no matter what you do in life, there's gonna be somebody coming behind you saying how bad you are at it, but yet they'll
That's
never
true.
actually put themselves in your shoes and do what you're doing.
Right. And, like, people will say, oh, who are you? You're nobody. You don't have haters. No, everybody has haters. There's probably janitor at the high school has a hater. Like, people will hate you because you're doing something that they've always wanted to do, and they're too scared to do it, and you're doing it. Like, being a comedian, getting on stage, telling jokes, or doing music, or making movies, filming, stuff that you just really have a passion for, and you really want to do it. And nobody ever starts off just perfect at what they do, So you get in there, you're probably doing it. You're not that good, but you're doing it. And then people are going to hate on it. But then all of a sudden you start getting better. And then those same people will be like, they start using you as admiration. I think I saw a meme about that. Like they'll start off, it says first they'll laugh at you, then they'll challenge you, then they'll inspire you or something, and then they'll use you as motivation and say how dedicated you are. I'd have to find an actual meme. It was actually a really good one. I saw that today.
That, or people will just hate on you because they see how happy you are. And it's literally just pure jealousy that they're not happy where they are in whatever they're doing in their lives. Because I've seen a lot of that. And it's like, why do you dislike this person? Oh, I don't know. You just always see them and they're always so happy. It's like, why be mad about somebody else's joy and happiness? Like,
find your own.
They should, exactly, like, find your own. It's really that simple. Like, even if it's just you get to sit and watch an hour of TV by yourself, or you get to play 2K for an hour, or you go walk or do yoga or something. Like, just find something that actually inspires you and makes you happy, because then you won't be so focused on what everyone else around you is doing. And then I think the other thing about haters is that a lot of times I feel like people that do hate on you is someone that's the same age as you, and they might not even be doing the exact same thing as you. But if they're not at the same place in life that you are, then they'll start hating and being like, oh, well, you only got here by doing this, especially as a female in any industry. A lot of times, if you have a female friend and y'all are doing the exact same thing, like if y'all are both working for a law firm and you get a job over her or whatever, just because you might be better at it, or you actually put positivity behind everything you do, as a woman, the default answer is always, oh, she slept with someone to get where she is.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of it just being, oh, she's a harder worker than I was. And I feel like that's another thing that haters focus in on, is just anything that you're
negative.
Anything negative, anything that you are doing as positive, they will see as a negative and hone in on that, and then just make everything about you a negative.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, with that being said, love your haters, because your haters will take you far in life. Believe it or not, they will. I've seen it. I've been a victim of it. Not even gonna lie. I can't even front on it. I've been a victim of being a hater, basically. Being a hater so bad, like having so much hate for a person that I realized how much of a fan of them that I become. So I just had to reevaluate that and then cut it off and just focus on me. Find something else to do with myself. Because I was pretty rough.
Yeah, he was.
She just get mad at everything I do though. I'm a very obsessive person. I'm a fanatic, almost. Like, people die and I find out about somebody dying, I'm gonna go. She gets mad because, like, I'll start Googling their whole life. I want to know everything about them, what they were doing beforehand. I'm trying to, like, put it back together or something. And I'm just attached to death. Like, I'm a fanatic of death or something. I don't know if that makes me weird.
So I don't get mad that he gets consumed by things like that. I'm just more the type where, be consumed in yourself. Like, literally get obsessive about yourself, and you'll probably go farther in life, opposed to obsessing about little whoever dying from a drive-by or choking on a pork chop or something. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Well, like, I get that. I'll be obsessed with myself, but to me, I feel like I'm always obsessed on my negatives. But I feel like that's kind of the majority of people. We obsess on our worst traits, not necessarily our best. Like,
True.
I will sit here and point out everything that's wrong with me, and then somebody will see me and be like, oh, wow, you look really nice today. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, shit. If she said it, it must be true. But if she said it, I'm going to be like, yeah, you just saying that. Because, what the fuck was that?
A knife stabbing you in the neck.
Thought you was jacking off or something.
Wow, no. Who jacks off like this?
If you'd have just did the little tongue in the other cheek, it would have been perfect for dick sucking. But that's what I thought you were doing. So I was like, wow.
No one is dick sucking.
I got offended.
Only person that is dick sucking is our haters.
Ooh. But I love my haters.
So yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe and like. And you can also follow us on Twitter at We Are Heartless 3.
And big shout out to the people that actually, they were liking, they were commenting, actually giving us feedback on the last video. I was really surprised, really liked it, really enjoyed it. We actually did pretty well for views for the little short time that we had with it. Really appreciate everybody that left feedback. So thank you and come again.
Peace.